Hey, welcome to a new video. Tall people have always sparked our curiosity, from impressive athletes to those who are significantly taller than average. Although only a small percentage of the population is exceptionally tall, these individuals continue to capture our attention. They prove that giants aren't just the stuff of stories, but they truly exist in the world today.
Are you new to this channel? Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And before we start, also like the video.
Pornchai Saosri, nicknamed Oaf, stood an impressive 8 feet 10.5 inches, or 2.69 meters tall. Before his passing, he was bedridden and cared for by his father, mother, and their 15-year-old granddaughter. Tragically, Pornchai died on November 9, 2015 in Thailand at their home. Reports of his dire situation emerged in September 2015. At just 26 years old, he was confined to a steel bed, measuring 6.56 feet or 2 meters wide and 14.76 feet or 4.5 meters long, in an unfinished concrete house. Despite his enormous height, he can no longer stand or walk due to his deteriorating health. His mother stated that he was a normal child until he continued growing past the usual age when people stop growing, around 16 or 17 years old. During a checkup at a hospital in Bangkok on September 21st, doctors noticed a significant change in his condition. His weight had decreased from 495 pounds or 225 kilograms to 337 pounds or 153 kilograms, while his height had increased by 4.72 inches or 12 centimeters over the past year. This rapid growth was caused by a condition known as gigantism. Following media reports about his health issues, local residents took action to support Pornchai's family, donating $2,500. They used part of the funds to buy back their mortgaged home, which had been pledged to cover Pornchai's medical expenses. At the time of his death, approximately $1,500 remained to cover his funeral costs. Brandon Adams is known as one of the tallest teenagers in the world, with a record height of 2.26 meters, or 7 feet 5 inches, when he was just 14 years old. His exceptional growth is the result of a genetic abnormality on the 12th chromosome, which caused accelerated growth of his bones, teeth, and even organs. Brandon was born on September 20th, 1995, in Ellensburg, Washington. His parents, Willie Adams and Debbie Ezel, noticed his unusual height when he was only 2 months old. By the age of 13, Brandon was already 2.21 meters, or 7 feet 3 inches tall, and his growth patterns often compared to that of Robert Wadlow, the tallest man ever. However, his rapid growth also brought health challenges. He underwent surgery to remove his spleen, a major medical procedure for someone of his height. Doctors speculated that if Brandon's growth had not been stopped, he could have grown to more than 2.44 meters, or 8 feet tall. Additionally, he wears a size 52 or US 18 shoe, which is also extremely rare.
Väinö Myllyrinne was a Finnish giant who was once considered one of the tallest men in the world during the early 1900s. He reached a height of 8 feet 3 inches, or 2.51 meters by the time of his death, making him one of the tallest recorded individuals in history. Reportedly, he experienced 2 significant growth spurts, one during his teenage years and another in his late 20s. Despite his enormous stature, Väinö served in the Finnish army during World War II. His height and strength made him an impressive figure in the ranks, where he was reportedly highly respected. Known for his exceptional physical power, Väinö often performed feats of strength and earned a reputation as a strong man in Finland. His size and strength made him a fascinating subject, leading him to participate in several public exhibitions. Before gaining fame for his height, Väinö worked as a shoemaker, a profession he occasionally continued throughout his life. He was also known for his exceptionally large hands, which measured nearly 15 inches or 38 centimeters from wrist to fingertip, the largest recorded hands of any human.
Olivier Rioux is known as the tallest teenager in the world, with an impressive height of 2.36 meters, or 7 feet 9 inches. He's currently a student at the University of Florida, where he's also working on his basketball career. His exceptional height has not only gained him a lot of media attention, but it has also opened doors for him in the world of professional basketball. Since the age of 5, he stood far above his peers. His extraordinary height has made him well known not only locally, but also globally. He receives significant media attention and often makes public appearances. People are fascinated by his height and frequently ask him for photos. In addition, he's featured in the Guinness World Records book as one of the young achievers in the 2023 edition. This title not only highlights his extraordinary height, but also recognizes him as a remarkable young person with significant achievements.
Afeez Agoro Oladimeji from Nigeria stands at an impressive 7 feet 4.5 inches, or 2.25 meters, and shares his experiences living at such an extraordinary height, including the challenges and benefits that come with it. Videos show him needing assistance from people on both sides while walking, especially when navigating stairs. Afeez felt self-conscious about his height, but he eventually embraced the attention as people began to appreciate his stature. He revealed that he wasn't particularly tall during his high school years, but later on, people frequently approached him for photos or to participate in videos and sketches. It wasn't until the 1990s, after graduating from school, that he began to grow significantly, coinciding with periods of illness. He described the physical toll it takes on his legs as he ages, leading to pain similar to arthritis. Regular exercise is essential, but also challenging for him. His eating habits have also changed. He admits to eating whatever is available in Nigeria, although he's also learned to reduce his portions to keep his weight under control. On a personal level, Afeez shares the complexities of dating, noting that many women are intimidated by his size, making it difficult for him to find a partner. Fortunately, he found love with someone who is 5 feet 11 inches, or 1.80 meters tall. Charles Saosri, born in 1998, is recognized as the tallest person in Ghana, with an impressive height of 2.39 meters, or 7 feet 10 inches. For comparison, the average height of a person born in Ghana is around 1.63 meters, or 5 foot 4 inches, while women average 1.52 meters, which is 5 feet. Charles has a condition known as acromegaly, caused by an overproduction of growth hormone. On July 15, 2024, he made an appeal for custom shoes and work clothes to support his work as a welder and metalworker. He also expressed the need for a special vehicle to improve his mobility. Charles said he had to leave school because he could not find shoes that fit his size, which is 40.6 centimeters, or 16 inches. He fears that the same issue may jeopardize his apprenticeship as a welder. Despite being the tallest man in the Volta region, Charles faces significant challenges. He struggles to find suitable workwear and shoes, and traveling in commercial vehicles is difficult as the drivers often refuse to accommodate him due to his height. He's the third of 5 children and the only one in his family with this unique characteristic. Despite the obstacles, Charles remains determined to continue his work and secure his future. Zainab Bibi stood at approximately 7 feet 2 inches, or 2.18 meters, securing his place as one of the tallest women in Pakistan and garnering significant attention both nationally and internationally. Her exceptional height was primarily caused by gigantism. Zainab gained fame in Pakistan due to her extraordinary stature, and regularly appeared on TV programs and news articles that highlighted her unique experiences and challenges. In 2007, she was recognized by the Guinness World Records as the tallest woman in the world. Her weight led to invitations from various countries. She traveled to 15 nations, including England, France, Germany, and even Saudi Arabia. During her stay in Saudi Arabia, she met former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, who was in exile in Jeddah. During this meeting, Nawaz promised her that if he returned to power, he would approve an allowance and additional support for her. In 2017, Zainab reminded the media of his promise, and Nawaz fulfilled it by sending her a check for 2 million rupees, or $25,000. Paul Sturges, with an impressive height of 2.31 meters, or 7 feet 7 inches, is the tallest man in the UK. Originally from Leicestershire, he moved to the United States in 2007 to play basketball for his university team. In 2011, he joined the famous show team, the Harlem Globetrotters, where he became known for his signature no-jump dunk, a spectacular move where he could dunk without jumping. During his time with the Globetrotters, Paul played in show games primarily focused on entertainment. He's currently playing in the NBA's second division, the D-League, with the Texas Legends, where he continues to develop his skills with the goal of breaking into the highest level. Paul shared that he was only 1.93 meters, or 6 foot 4 inches tall, until the age of 14, after which he experienced a massive growth spurt. During his career, he had the opportunity to play against basketball legends like LeBron James. In addition to his sports achievements, Paul has toured the world with the Globetrotters and appeared in films such as Avatar 2, The Lord of the Rings, and even Fantastic Beasts. Originally from Durham, England, Neil Fingleton stood at an impressive 7 feet 7 inches, or 2.31 meters, making him the tallest man in Great Britain. He played college basketball at the University of North Carolina, and later at the Holy Cross. After completing his studies, Neil played professionally for a short time in Spain, Greece, Italy, and even China. Before embarking on his acting career, he was a talented basketball player in the United States, where his exceptional height gave him a significant advantage on the court. Neil is perhaps best known for his role as Mag the Mighty in the highly acclaimed TV fantasy series Game of Thrones. In addition to Game of Thrones, he made notable appearances in other major productions, including X-Men and Doctor Who, where he portrayed the formidable Fisher King monster. His title as the tallest man in Great Britain was officially recognized in 2007, cementing his place in the record books. However, Neil always expressed a desire to be not just known for his height, but also for his skills and versatility as an actor. Jolison Fernandes da Silva is an impressive figure standing at 2.37 meters, or 7 feet 9 inches. He made his debut in sitting volleyball on September 22, just 9 months after his right lower leg was amputated due to a bacterial infection that plagued him for 4 years. He comes from a modest family in the northeastern region of Brazil, and says that sitting volleyball has given his life new meaning. After just 1 month of intensive training, he debuted in the Sao Paulo Championship, where he won 2 victories. His coach is also the trainer of the Brazilian national team, where he also trains. Before his volleyball career, Jolison was already known as the tallest man in Brazil, and his participation in the Paralympic team is seen as a national sensation. In his personal life, Jolison's now 30 years old, and is determined to start a family with his wife, who is nearly a meter shorter than him. Jolison began his growth spurt at the age of 8, and by the age of 17, he was already taller than his father. Doctors later discovered a benign tumor on his pituitary gland, which was responsible for the excessive production of growth hormone. Although he was initially hesitant because of the recovery time, he underwent a successful laser surgery through his nose in 2007. This slowed his growth, but he ultimately reached an impressive height of 2.37 meters, or 7 feet 9 inches.
Manute Bol was a basketball player born in Sudan and one of the tallest players in NBA history. Standing at 7 feet 7 inches or 2.31 meters tall, Manute inherited remarkable height from his parents. His mother was nearly 6 feet 10 inches or 2.08 meters, and his father was also over 5 feet 11 inches or 1.80 meters. Manute hailed from the Dinka tribe in Sudan, renowned for their tall stature. In the NBA, he gained fame primarily for his shot-blocking ability. He holds the record for the most blocks per 48 minutes, and in his rookie season, he blocked 397 shots, averaging an impressive 5 blocks per game. Despite limited playing times and injuries, Manute concluded his career as one of the best shot blockers in NBA history. Beyond basketball, he was a philanthropist who donated millions of dollars to support Sudanese refugees, building schools and promoting peace during the country's civil war. It's estimated that he donated the majority of his NBA earnings, approximately $3.5 million, to aid Sudan. His legacy continues through his son, Bol, who has followed in his footsteps and currently plays in the NBA. Standing at 7 feet 2 inches or 2.18 meters, Bol has inherited not only his father's height, but also his athletic talents.
Rumeysa Gelgi, the tallest woman in the world, has a rare genetic condition called Weaver syndrome, which affects only 50 people worldwide. Due to her condition, she was homeschooled and often felt like a child trapped in an adult's body. When she reached about 1.73 meters, or 5 feet 8 inches, many things had to be specially adapted to her unique height. In 2014, at the age of 17, she applied for the title of the tallest living teenager, after noticing that the current record holder was shorter than her. By 2021, she was recognized as the tallest living woman at the height of 2.15 meters, or 7 feet 1 inch. And the following year, she gained additional titles for the largest hands, longest fingers, and longest back. She also uses these titles to raise awareness about her condition and inspire others to accept themselves as they are. A passionate web developer, she's always dreamed of visiting Silicon Valley. However, due to her spinal curvature, joint problems, and muscle issues, she can only sit upright for about 2 hours before needing to lie down to relieve the pressure on her spine. Fortunately, an airline made her dream come true by closing off 6 seats in economy class and installing a stretcher for her. This type of accommodation is usually reserved for medical emergencies, making her the first person to use it as a regular passenger.
Al-Toumani stood an impressive 8 feet 4 inches or 2.54 meters tall, although he himself claimed to be even taller at 8 feet 5 inches or 2.57 meters. From a young age, Al joined the circus and sideshow, where he performed as the Giant at carnivals across the United States. He was renowned for his imposing presence and often showcased feats of strength. Al married Jeannie Toumani, who was born without legs and performed as the half-girl in the sideshow. Their marriage was a testament to their love and resilience, making them one of the most famous sideshow couples. After retiring from the sideshow, Al and Jeannie settled in Gibsonton, Florida, a popular community for carnival performers known as Gibtown. In Gibsonton, Al ran a restaurant and a trailer park, providing support to retired circus artists and individuals who struggled to fit into mainstream society.
Abdramane Dembele is recognized as one of the tallest people in the world, and is officially the tallest man in Ivory Coast. Standing at 2.35 meters, or 7 feet 9 inches, he attracts a lot of attention both nationally and internationally. He's often mentioned in conversations about exceptionally tall people, alongside other notable figures like Sultan Kosen, the tallest man in the world. Abdramane's also frequently discussed in relation to shoe sizes. George Wessels, the owner of a German shoe store, makes custom shoes for people of extraordinary height. When Abdramane enters George's store, he has to duck to get through the door. But it's worth it. Abdramane has said that George's shoes are the first ones that don't hurt his feet. Thanks to the personal attention and perfectly fitting shoes, he's able to live his life more comfortably.
Margo Dydek was one of 3 exceptionally tall sisters, born on April 28, 1974 in Warsaw, Poland.
Standing at 7 feet 2 inches or 2.18 meters tall, Margo was the tallest professional female basketball player in the world. She had a successful career in the WNBA, playing for teams such as the Utah Stars, San Antonio Silver Stars, and Connecticut Sun. Over 11 seasons, Margo set the WNBA record for the most blocks. After retiring from professional play, she transitioned into coaching and became the coach of the Northside Wizards. After retiring from professional play, she transitioned into coaching and became the coach of the Northside Wizards in the Queensland Basketball League. In 1999, Margo was awarded the Polish Golden Cross of Merit in recognition of her contributions to sports in Poland.
Olivier Richters, also known as the Dutch Giant, is one of the tallest in the Netherlands, with an impressive height of 2.18 meters, or 7 feet 2 inches. He's a former bodybuilder, actor, and model, and has appeared in various films and television series, including The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Olivier is not only known for his height, but also for his impressive physical strength, which gave him a unique place in the world of fitness and entertainment. From a young age, he stood out due to his height, and his imposing physique has helped to make a mark on the fashion and film industries. Besides his career in the film industry, he also focuses on helping others through his fitness company, where he shares his experience and knowledge about health and strength training. Olivier is also seen as a role model by many, thanks to his positive attitude and commitment to personal growth and well-being.
Standing at 7 feet 8 inches or 2.34 meters tall, Igor Vovkovinskiy was the tallest man in the United States, a title officially recognized by the Guinness World Records in 2010. Born on September 8, 1982 in the Ukraine, Igor's extraordinary height was caused by a benign tumor pressing against his pituitary gland, resulting in the overproduction of growth hormone. At 7 years old, Igor and his mother, a nurse, moved to Rochester, Minnesota to receive treatment at the Mayo Clinic. He underwent 16 surgeries to manage complications related to his height, and finding properly fitting shoes was a significant challenge. In 2012, with the help of fans and donations, Igor was able to obtain custom-made Reebok shoes in size 26, as his previous shoes caused him considerable pain. Igor also had a small role in 2011 comedy film Hall Pass, where he appeared alongside well-known actors like Owen Wilson and Jason Sudeikis. Despite his towering height, Igor faced numerous health issues, including mobility problems, joint pain, and heart complications. He required a specially reinforced wheelchair to move comfortably, and sadly passed away on August 20, 2021, at the age of 38, due to heart failure.
Zhang Juncai, one of the tallest men in China, gained worldwide recognition with his height of 2.42 meters, or 7 feet 11 inches. On November 23, 2004, an iconic photo of him was taken as he walked through the streets of Wuhan. He had traveled from the Shaanxi province to Wuhan to seek treatment for an overweight issue, and his impressive presence drew many onlookers. Zhang was born on April 21, 1964 in Shaanxi, and was officially recognized as the tallest man in the country on November 23, 2010. He's also one of the tallest people in the world, and is known for his involvement in the community of exceptionally tall individuals. For example, he visited Yao Defen, another person with extraordinary height, highlighting his connections with this unique community. In addition to his height, Zhang also has contributed to cultural heritage. He's worked on projects to restore ancient Buddhist artworks, showcasing his dedication to cultural and historical preservation.
Don Kohler, once known as the tallest man in the world, led a fascinating life, marked by his extraordinary height and the challenges that came with it. He reached a height of 8 feet 2 inches, or 2.49 meters, making him the tallest man in the world from 1969 to 1981, according to the Guinness World Records. His height was possibly genetic, as his twin sister, who stood over 5 feet 11 inches, or 1.8 meters, was also significantly taller than average. Together, they held the record for the largest height difference between twins. Don was born in Denton, Montana in 1925, but grew up in Alton, Illinois. Alton was also the hometown of Robert Wadlow, who at 8 feet 11 inches, or 2.72 meters, was the tallest man ever. At the age of 10, Don was already 6 feet, or 1.83 meters tall, and his height continued to increase rapidly. He required specially made furniture, including a long bed, and often had to stoop at doorways, which frequently caused head injuries. Don suffered from scoliosis, which caused his spine to curve significantly. Despite his height, he led a relatively normal life and worked as a traveling salesman.
Tacko Fall, with his height of 2.29 meters, or 7 feet 6 inches, is one of the tallest players in NBA history. He has an impressive wingspan of 2.54 meters, or 8 feet 4 inches, which allows him to play close to the basketball hoop with ease. Tacko was born in Dakar, Senegal, and began playing organized basketball only at the age of 16. Although his height immediately made him stand out, he had little experience compared to other professional players. Tacko
Tako's not only known for his basketball talent, but also for his academic achievements. He excelled in high school with high scores, and considered a career in engineering before fully committing to basketball. He also scored in the highest percentiles for math on standardized tests, and was admitted to prestigious universities. Additionally, he played college basketball for the University of Central Florida, where he excelled as a center. With his shot blocking and rebounding skills, he led his team to the NCAA tournament in 2019. During the 2019 NBA Draft Combine, Tako set records as the tallest measured height and wingspan in the event's history. His standing reach was measured at 3.12 meters, 10 feet 3 inches, allowing him to dunk without jumping.
Andre the Giant is one of the most famous professional wrestlers and entertainers in history. Standing at 7 feet 4 inches, or 2.24 meters tall, and weighing approximately 525 pounds, or 236 kilograms, Andre's impressive size was the result of acromegaly, a condition caused by an overproduction of growth hormone. Born in 1946 in France, Andre grew up on a farm. His parents were of Bulgarian and Polish descent, and he began showing signs of his unique height at a young age. The French author Samuel Beckett and a family friend used to bring Andre to school because he couldn't fit on the school bus. Andre began his wrestling career in France when he was just 17 years old. He later moved to Japan, where he became popular for his height, and then found fame in North America as the eighth wonder of the world. He became one of WWE's biggest stars in the 1970s and 1980s. His feud with Hulk Hogan, particularly their famous match at WrestleMania 3 in 1987, is one of the most popular moments in wrestling history. Andre was also known for his impressive drinking capacity. It's said that he once drank over 100 beers in one sitting.
Better known as the Korean Colossus, or Techno-Goliath, Choi Hong-man is a South Korean kickboxer, MMA fighter, and even an actor. He's known for his impressive height of 2.18 meters, or 7 feet 2 inches, and he's even known for his success in the combat sports world. Choi was born on October 30th, 1980, and has competed in prominent organizations. In South Korea, military service is mandatory for men, but due to his size and medical condition, Choi was initially exempted. This exemption led to public discussion and curiosity. Choi became famous for his participation in K1 in Japan, which is kickboxing. Enormous size and knockout power quickly made him a fan favorite. Later, he transitioned to the MMA, where he faced some of the biggest names in the sports world.
Sandy Allen, once known as the tallest woman in the world, lived a life filled with fame, challenges, and courage. Standing at 7 feet 7 inches, or 2.31 meters tall, she was officially recognized by Guinness World Records as the tallest woman in the world, until her death in 2008. Sandy was born on June 18, 1955 in Chicago, Illinois, and grew up in Shelbyville, Indiana. By the age of 10, she was already over 5 feet 11 inches, or 1.8 meters, and she continued to grow until she reached her full height in her late teenage years. Her physical size made her an outsider, and she often felt isolated. At 22, she underwent a risky surgery to remove a tumor from her pituitary gland. This procedure slowed her growth, but came too late to reverse the effects of gigantism that had already shaped her body. Sandy's height placed immense strain on her body, particularly her joints and spine, leading to severe mobility issues later in life. Her life changed in her 20s when she wrote a letter to the Guinness World Records expressing her loneliness and her desire to connect with others. Guinness recognized her as the tallest woman in 1976, which brought her fame. She appeared in documentaries, TV shows, and even had a role in the Italian film Fellini's Casanova. However, she was never married and had no children, stating that in interviews that forming relationships was difficult due to her height.
Myung-hun, also known as Michael Rhee, is a former North Korean basketball player who gained fame due to his impressive height of 2.35 meters, or 7 feet 9 inches, and his talent on the basketball court. He's among the tallest basketball players in history, and his height gave him a huge advantage in scoring and shot blocking. In the 1990s, Rhee showed interest in playing in the NBA and hoped to become one of the first North Koreans in the league. Unfortunately, political tensions between the US and North Korea prevented him from getting permission to play professionally in the US. His nickname, Michael Rhee, is a reference to the NBA legend Michael Jordan. It symbolized his admiration for Jordan and his dream to play in the NBA. Despite his height, Rhee was known for his agility and shooting skills, which was unusual for players his size. He could shoot from mid-range and even from the three-point line, skills that were extremely rare for tall centers at that time. Rhee also played in international tournaments, including the Asian Basketball Confederation Championship in 1999, where he competed against teams from across Asia.
Meet Rigardus Rijnhout, also known as the Giant of Rotterdam.
He stood an impressive 7 feet 9.5 inches or 2.38 meters tall, making him the second tallest man in Dutch history, surpassed only by Albert Johan Kramer. Rigardus was born on April 21, 1922, in Rotterdam, and passed away on April 13, 1959 in Leiden. He weighed approximately 507 pounds, or 230 kilograms, and he had an extraordinary US shoe size of 20. Rigardus came from a family of 6 children, and his height was a standout trait that distinguished him from his family members. He also had to eat 6 times as much as the rest of the family. In June 2011, a life-sized bronze statue of him was unveiled in Rotterdam, which you can still visit today. Morteza Mehrzad is an Iranian sitting volleyball player, and at 2.46 meters, or 8 feet 1 inch, he's also one of the tallest people in the world. His height is the result of acromegaly, a condition that also affects other extremely tall people. During his teenage years, Morteza suffered a serious injury, resulting in one of his legs being shorter than the other. This limited his mobility, but he found his calling in sitting volleyball, where his height and reach proved to be enormous advantages. With his incredible reach, he could dominate the net, easily blocking and attacking balls. He's also a crucial player for the Iranian national sitting volleyball team and has helped the team achieve impressive successes, including multiple Paralympic gold medals. At the 2016 Paralympic Games in Rio, he played a key role in securing a gold medal for Iran. Gabriel Monjane stood at 8 feet 1.5 inches, or 2.46 meters tall, making him one of the tallest people ever recorded. His exceptional growth began early in his life due to a pituitary gland disorder that caused abnormal growth. By the age of 17, he was already 7 feet 9.5 inches, or 2.38 meters tall. During the peak of his career, he joined a Portuguese circus, where his enormous height made him a star attraction. In 1988, Gabriel was recognized by Guinness World Records as the tallest living man, a title held until 1989. Despite his remarkable height, he struggled with severe health issues, particularly with his legs. He suffered from joint problems and was vulnerable to falls. When measured in 1987, his official height was recorded at 8 feet 1.5 inches, or 245.75 centimeters, and he weighed 419 pounds, or 190 kilograms. Nicknamed Big Naija by his fans, Abiodun Adegoke is a Nigerian basketball player who has gained worldwide recognition for his unique combination of height and potential talent. At 2.41 meters, or 7 feet 11 inches tall, he's among the tallest basketball players in the world. His imposing height has drawn the attention of fans and talent scouts alike, as he could become one of the tallest players ever in the major basketball league. Videos of him training and dunking with ease have gone viral on social media. His height and agility never fail to amaze viewers, as the basket seems to be within his arm's reach. He began his career at a college and sports academy in Nigeria, where he received intensive training and participated in major competitions. Later, he moved to Dubai, where he participated in the MPAC Elite Youth League. His spectacular performances attracted the attention of not only fans, but also NBA legend Shaq. He can also dunk without even jumping, enough to make him a global phenomenon. Willie Camper was one of the few individuals in medical history to reach a height of over 8 feet, or 2.44 meters. At the time of his death, at the age of 18, he was measured at a staggering 8 feet 7.25 inches, or 2.62 meters. He was born on October 1, 1924 in Mendenhall, Mississippi, but later moved to Memphis, Tennessee, where he became famous. Willie wore an impressive US 32 size shoe, which was exceptionally large even for someone of his height. At his peak, he weighed approximately 450 pounds, or 204 kilograms, contributing to his formidable appearance. Willie was known as the tallest boy in the world, and performed in sideshows, including those of the Wallace Brothers Circus. His hands were so large that each could hold a dozen eggs, and 24 apples could fit into one of his shoes. Tragically, he died of a heart attack during a sideshow performance at the young age of 18. Willie was often nicknamed Wee Willie, highlighting the contrast between his enormous stature and the term wee. Albert John Kramer, also known as Albert the Dutch Giant, was a prominent figure in the world of strongman, as well as even show business during the first half of the 20th century. Standing at approximately 8 feet 4 inches, or 2.54 meters tall, he was a popular circus performer renowned for his immense stature. Born in the Netherlands, Albert became a major attraction in circuses and strength competitions throughout Europe. He frequently performed stunts such as bending iron bars, lifting heavy weights, and other physical feats that emphasized his strength and size. In addition to his remarkable power, Albert stood out because of his height, especially at a time when these tall individuals were very rare and often sought after for entertainment purposes. His fame grew as he toured with various circus troupes, making him one of the most well-known figures in the circus world. Sun Ming Ming, born on August 23, 1983, is a former professional basketball player from China, and one of the tallest players in the history of the sport. He stands at an impressive 2.36 meters, or 7 feet 9 inches tall, and weighed around 168 kilograms, or 370 pounds during his career. Son started playing basketball relatively late, at the age of 15. He hoped to join the NBA, but health issues and lack of experience hindered his dream. Nevertheless, he played professionally in several leagues, including the American Basketball Association, where he was known as the tallest player in the league's history. His remarkable height was even more striking because of his size 56 or US 22 shoes, something extremely rare, which gave him a unique presence on the court. Besides basketball, Son also ventured into acting. He played the role of the Kung Fu giant in the movie Rush Hour 3. Son also made headlines when he married Sue Won. Together, they earned a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's tallest married couple, with a combined height of 4.22 meters, or 13 feet 10 inches. Zeng Jinlian, born on June 26, 1964 in Hunan Province, China, was one of the tallest women in modern history. She reached an astonishing height of 8 feet 2 inches, or 2.48 meters, at the time of her death on February 13, 1982. Her exceptional height was due to gigantism, a condition often caused by overproduction of growth hormone, typically resulting from a tumor in the pituitary gland. This rare condition caused her to grow rapidly and continuously throughout her life. Zeng's swift growth was evident from her youth. By the age of 4, she was already over 4 feet 11 inches, or 1.5 meters tall. Her extraordinary height led to health issues, including spinal curvature, which had caused discomfort and limited her ability to walk comfortably. Zeng remains one of the tallest women ever recorded, and the Guinness Book of World Records recognized her as the tallest living woman during her lifetime. Even after her passing, her height continues to capture the imagination, and she's remembered for her unique place in medical and human history. Molly Duongdi was once the tallest teenager in Thailand and attracted a lot of attention because of her exceptional height. Her growth was caused by a condition related to the human growth hormone. When Molly was 9 years old, her mother Ji noticed that she was much taller than her peers. Medical tests revealed a brain tumor that was pressing on a nerve, causing a hormonal imbalance that kept Molly growing. To control her growth, she needed an injection every 3 months, which cost $2,000. Unfortunately, her condition also caused her to lose her eyesight. At 2.08 meters, or 6 feet 10 inches tall, Molly's growth was remarkable, especially since such records are usually held by men rather than women. Tragically, Molly passed away at the age of 24, after which her family decided to donate her body to a hospital in Thailand, allowing medical students to learn from her experience so that her life could have meaning in a different way. Manny Yarbrough was an extraordinary figure in the world of combat sports, known for his immense size and charismatic personality. Born in Rahway, New Jersey, he gained fame in the early 1990s as a sumo wrestler before transitioning into MMA. Manny's most notable moment came during the UFC 3 tournament in 1994, a time when there were no weight classes. Weighing over 595 pounds, or 270 kilograms, he was the largest competitor in UFC history. In his fight against karate expert Keith Hackney, Manny showcased his strength by throwing his opponent out of the cage. However, the fight ended in disappointment for Manny when he lost by TKO after a series of unanswered strikes from Hackney. Despite this setback, he continued his MMA career and traveled to Japan in 1998 to participate in the Shoto promotion. There, he achieved his only professional victory by executing a rare submission known as a smother. His MMA career concluded with a record of 1-2. Outside the ring, Manny was beloved for his friendly demeanor, and his unique physique often elicited admiration. Standing at an impressive 6 feet 8 inches, or 2.03 meters, he also ventured into acting, with one of his most notable roles being Clarence Saroy in the acclaimed HBO series Oz. Robert Bobrovsky, standing at 2.18 meters, or 7 feet 2 inches, is a former basketball prodigy from Romania, who gained worldwide attention at a young age. His impressive height and striking appearance caught the attention of basketball fans, coaches, and the media, making him highly discussed talent. Despite his exceptional height, Robert was determined from a young age to develop his skills and to compete with other top players. Robert began his basketball career at the age of 12 and primarily played in European leagues. He stood out because of his long arms and natural presence on the court, often blocking shots and dominating rebounds. In addition to his physical advantages, Robert was also known for his hard work and dedication to improving his game. However, his unusual height brought challenges as well. Robert faced physical difficulties, including problems with mobility and endurance, which limited his potential at the professional level. Nevertheless, he remained determined and played in various youth leagues, including the United States, where he gained recognition as a promising talent. Although he ultimately didn't make it to the highest professional level, Robert left a lasting impression in the basketball world. His story continues to inspire young players around the world and reminds us that embracing unique talents and physical characteristics can lead to remarkable achievements. Suparwono, a man from South Sumatra, Indonesia, gained significant attention in the early 2000s due to his exceptional height, estimated to be around 7 feet 11.75 inches, or 2.42 meters. His remarkable stature began developing in his late teenage years while he took on various jobs in his village to earn money. Official measurements conducted by the Museum of Records in Indonesia revealed that the then 25-year-old stood an impressive 7 feet 11.75 inches, or 2.42 meters tall, making him the tallest man in Indonesia, although he did not qualify for the Guinness World Records. According to a museum manager, the Museum of Records team measured him both lying down and standing, confirming his height of 7 feet 11.75 inches. Suparwono received widespread attention after a family member from his hometown invited his neighbors to take photos with him. Within days, he appeared on TV talk shows in Jakarta, earning the nickname Giant of Lampung. While he takes pride in his extraordinary height, he also acknowledges the challenges it brings. He stated that living as a normal person is difficult, citing issues such as fitting into public buses and finding clothing in his size. Notably, since the age of 10, he was not only the tallest in his school, but also in his entire village. His diet is equally impressive, as he consumes 3 kilograms of rice and at least 15 eggs daily to support his growth. Yao Defen, with a height of 2.33 meters, or 7 feet 8 inches, was recognized worldwide as one of the tallest women ever. She lived with her mother in a small village in the Anhui province of China. Her exceptional height was the result of a tumor on her pituitary gland, the organ that regulates the production of growth hormones. This tumor was partially removed in 2006, and by the age of 15, Yao had already reached the height of 1.98 meters, 6 feet 6 inches. Yao, however, passed away at the age of 40, and in interviews she often expressed that her height made her unhappy. She said in a video, "Why am I so tall? If I weren't so tall, others wouldn't stare at me like this." Her final years were challenging. She was hospitalized multiple times for recurring blood infections, diabetes, respiratory issues, and kidney failure. Despite her struggles, Yao learned to play basketball in her youth, but her unusual height and the associated health problems greatly affected her life. Văn Trung, born in 1984 in the southernmost province of Cà Mau, holds the record as the tallest man ever documented in Vietnam, reaching a height of 8 feet 5 inches, or 2.57 meters in 2019. His father recounted that Trung was born as a healthy baby and grew normally during his childhood. However, at the age of 17, Trung was hospitalized due to a high fever. After treatment, the fever subsided, but to their shock, his body began to grow abnormally. At 17 years old, Trung was nearly 5 feet 7 inches, or 1.7 meters tall, but by 2013, he had reached a height of 7 feet 8 inches, or 2.35 meters, and he weighed over 242 pounds, or 110 kilograms. Remarkably, he continued to grow an additional 2.75 inches, or 7 centimeters, reaching 8 feet 5 inches, or 2.57 meters in just 1 week. Doctors diagnosed him with a pituitary disorder, responsible for this extraordinary growth. With such an exceptional height, Trung faced numerous challenges. Most of his personal belongings had to be custom made, and during a hospital stay for an intestinal infection, his family had to provide a special bed. Trung often felt self-conscious about his unusual height, leading him to avoid going outside, and even refrain from seeking medical care due to his discomfort. Gheorghe Mureşan, born on February 14, 1971, is a retired Romanian-American professional basketball player. He's known as the tallest player in NBA history, with a height of 2.31 meters, or 7 feet 7 inches. His height is the result of gigantism, a condition caused by an excess of growth hormone. Interestingly, his parents were relatively short. His mother was 1.7 meters, or 5 foot 7 inches tall, and his father was 1.75 meters, 5 feet 9 inches tall. He was already over 2 meters, 6 foot 6 inches tall by the age of 15, prompting his family to seek medical advice. In 1993, he was selected 30th in the NBA draft by the Washington Wizards. During his career, he played for the Wizards and the New Jersey Nets. Besides his height, he was also known for his talent, winning the NBA's Most Improved Player award in 1995 to the 96 season. He wore an impressive shoe size of 58, which is 22.5 in the US, and was nicknamed Big Gita. During his career, he earned over $8 million, but unfortunately, injuries limited his playing time. He missed the entire 1997-98 season due to foot problems and played only 31 games in his last 2 NBA seasons. His family has a strong connection to basketball. His oldest son, George, played at Georgetown University from 2016 to 2020. His youngest son, Victor, is now a junior forward on the same team, and is 2.11 meters, or 6 feet 11 inches tall. Brahim Takioullah, born in 1982 in Morocco, is known for his extraordinary height of 2.46 meters, or 8 feet 1 inch. He's also recognized as the second tallest living person in the world, after Sultan Kösen. Brahim was diagnosed with acromegaly, a condition caused by an overproduction of growth hormones. At the age of 18, he went through a period of rapid growth, growing more than a meter in just 1 year. After his diagnosis, he was moved to Paris for treatment, which stabilized his hormone levels and prevented further growth. Despite the challenges of his height, such as limited mobility and difficulty finding shoes his size, he remains positive about life. Brahim even holds the Guinness World Record. He has the largest feet of any living person. His left foot measures 38.1 centimeters, or 15 inches. And his right foot measures 37.5 centimeters, 14.8 inches. To find shoes that fit him, he needs custom-made shoes that can cost up to 3,500 pounds. Today, Brahim works at the St. Paul theme park near Paris, where visitors can meet him. He's also become a local celebrity and is often posing for photos with the tourists. How tall would you want to be? And who's the tallest person that you know? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos we've made, click one on the screen or take a look at the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.